All right. I'm Jamie Gorman, the building official, calling to order the South Kingstown Building Code Board of Appeals. Today's date's Tuesday, April 14th at 4:30 p.m. here at the Town Hall. Members present today currently are Edward Melchiori, as well as Thomas Gilchrist and Laura Krikorian. That's item A. Agenda item B is the petition of Jacqueline Barber, property owner, who's seeking relief from the State Building Code, Section 310, Emergency Escape and Rescue Openings, and Section 31021, Minimum Size. Emergency Escape and Rescue Openings shall have a net clear opening of not less than 5.7 square feet. The applicant requests relief from this provision as it relates to a second-story bedroom window. Premises is at 316 Tuckertown Road in Wakefield. Jacqueline, do you want to just introduce yourself and kind of go over?
Sure, I'm Jacqueline Barber. I'm a resident of 316 Tuckertown Road for 43 years now. And at that time, my husband at that time and I started to work on a studio apartment above our two-car garage, meaning we brought electricity out there. We did various things for it and kept it at that. And it has stalled, but slowly over the years has created. I do have a finished, it's called a studio apartment. It's under 500 square feet. I've over the years repurposed and purchased various materials because it's been a slow process going, and I have a double mulled window that I put in. You don't have the photos I sent you then.
I do. I was going to pass them around, so I've got
I
three.
have them on my phone. I didn't know if I was supposed to have brought them
If you want to
or
hold
not.
them up and, you can.
Okay. And no, I don't, no, you don't have all of them. Okay. So I'll pass this around. This is what the double mulled window is. It, height-wise from the floor up.
This is on the second
On
floor.
the second floor, yes. This is the one that we're talking about.
In that position?
Excuse me. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so it would be, I take it there's no wall here,
There is no wall there. I
so
can
it's
show-
open. It's
I
open.
can show you kind of, this is kind of a rough one because this was also signed off recently. What it is, this is the window. It
Okay,
is all opened.
okay. Just for,
That is a kick-in bureau. I had a
Okay.
bureau
okay,
and double insulated the walls and
so it's not,
so it's nothing except for cut it out and
Yeah.
put the
Laura, you
bureau
wanna-
into safe
I saw the
space.
photos when they were sent, so I'm good. Do
I'm
you want to
good.
see them,
No,
Tom?
I'm good.
Okay.
When was the window installed?
Probably 2022.
These drawings have a date of 2003 on them.
well,
That's incorrect.
Okay.
Ew, I was looking for a date. You're right, Tom. I missed that corner.
Because
Okay.
I was kind of curious about
What the code was and
2003.
2003, I can't say I have the code book, but I believe it was 4.4.
It was 4.4 square feet for quite a while. The Rhode Island Blue Pages had that as a
And I mean,
size requirement.
you could use a tilt wash option. I'm not sure if these are tilt wash.
Well, there is mention about a section that's removable without tools. I didn't really pick that up in the picture.
Do you know what kind of unit it is?
Yes, I do, and I have pictures of it, and that's I had it inspected and it didn't fall apparently in the dimensions that they have. And I looked at it and I really thought that we had done our due diligence, thinking that it did. So I have pictures here where I believe these are Pella, they're self-cleaning. So you can open them up, you can push them up, and you can pull the lower window totally out, which I did. So I know that I am able to remove, with no tools except for myself, to remove that lower panel.
So there's not a clasp you have to press or any buttons you have to push in with your thumbs to make it come out
To
towards.
come out, no, when you have to push it up,
Yeah,
totally, up to that bar,
yeah.
and then you just pull
Pull
it
it
out.
forward, okay. I mean, that is removable without a tool, but that isn't in the code anymore, is it?
Right,
No.
but that's why I asked.
Yeah.
But it also changes the dimensions, though.
The
as
clear-
For the
Openable.
clearance.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I certainly could get, if I had a fire and I had to go out, there's no problem. I mean, I don't know how large of a person it would take, but, and anyway, that's what
So
I'm trying to
the
appeal.
alternative, if you want to strictly meet the requirement of the code, is you have to replace 2 windows and do some reframing.
Yes. Yes. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's less than 1 square foot, and number, figures are hard to,
What just said in your application was it's currently 5.17, and
Yeah.
it was, if you move this, it was like 5.7 and change.
If you remove the sash, it's 5.78,
Yeah.
which meets the 5.7. So it's very close, and if you did the math, I think it's within 10% of the code without removing the sash.
You know,
When you say removing sash,
So you could describe how she said she's removed the sash.
you mean taking the
Yes.
window
Yeah, let
out?
me
It's a
see.
removable
yeah,
sash, so it's a
okay.
double hung
Yeah.
that slides up and down.
Mhm.
And it sounds like if you slide it up, you can pull the sash out and it's removed from the opening.
Is it the whole window that's removed? Or
no,
the
just
the
this.
bottom
This
half?
is an image I
Yeah.
took after
Yeah.
I just slid it up and pulled it out with no
So-
tools.
What does the code say about the minimum area? Once the sash, does that mean?
There isn't a removable sash part of the code
Okay.
anymore. It has to meet the 5.7 just by opening it.
Oh, well,
And this one doesn't, it's 5.1.
well,
So
I-
that's why she's here, right?
Oh, exactly,
No.
but once I remove that whole panel, it does meet the square footage.
I'm just a
So
little
it
confused.
says in the code, the net clear opening dimensions shall be the result of normal operation of the opening.
Yeah.
Mm.
Boy, that's a
So-
little, yeah, is,
Normal.
cleaning a normal thing.
I mean, cleaning the unit could be considered a normal operation. I know some of the Anderson and
it depends what it means.
I believe, although it doesn't specifically state it,
Yeah, I know.
that the code council who makes the codes is, like the till wash is not an accepted normal operation.
No. But
For-
back to, so you think the window was installed in 2022? And our code was 5.7 at that time?
In 2022? No, that would have been,
just at the change.
yeah, I'd have to double check. It was.
So
it
what
may
I
have
haven't
been-
heard yet is why this wasn't caught during building inspections back in 2022.
I mean, it's stamped right on the drawings. These yellow markings, Jamie, aren't they from your office?
This is recently permitted,
Okay.
however, previously constructed.
Mm-hmm. So the window might have already been there, but it's still stamped right on the drawing that it needs to meet the 5.7 square feet.
5.7.
Square feet of openable area without doing anything special other than opening the window.
I don't see how that's possible in this case.
It's not, that's why she's
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
That's what she's asking for, is relief from that.
So what is the, if you just push the sash up, do you know what the area?
I believe it is noted by the inspector. I thought that we would have all that.
It's in the
let's see.
package, Ed.
Let me see if I can find it.
Are you asking what's the
Well,
clear opening dimension?
Yes, I don't,
5.13.
oh yes, here it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Bedroom window is 5.13 square feet. Clear opening, 5.7 square feet required.
Okay.
So it's 0.57 square feet under, less than a foot under, 10% under the requirement.
And that's, if I may, again, that's if I don't remove that panel.
Yep.
So when you remove the panel, you're okay.
Yes.
Question is, who's going to be there to see that happening?
It does meet the width and the height requirements,
Well,
the minimum requirements for width and height.
yeah, but it doesn't meet the area.
It does not meet the area, you
The
are
thing I
correct.
find interesting is that if this was work that was done with a permit when it was done, we wouldn't be talking now.
Unless it wasn't considered a bedroom then. Now it's a sleeping area bedroom, which requires the second means of egress, so you can't look at it that way.
Good
You
point.
have
So,
to look at it
so
what it
if
is now.
you had a studio in 2022 and then you said, hey, this is gonna be a bedroom in 2026, you would have to put a new window in.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
or at the time that this was permitted for this part of the project, it's stamped right on the drawing that it has to meet that requirement.
Yeah, you don't know how the code's gonna change for the future, but
Right.
really, if you're planning for a bedroom 5 years from now, I mean, no guarantee.
Yeah, there's
but-
no guarantee you could meet the code anyways. It could have been 4.4 when the window was installed, Tom, so the fact, you can't count on that fact.
Yeah,
I'm all set.
I mean, this could be similar to the last one where there's another way they could meet the code, but it isn't our job to solve the problem. It's just our job to look at, does it meet the code and should it meet the code? And I feel like this code has been around for long enough now where relief from these requirements, I mean, they're in the code for a reason. Do you, and I'm just curious, this might not be relevant, but do you have any idea why Rhode Island was at 4.4 for so long? When the international code was at, I mean, other codes were at 5.7 forever, and Rhode Island had their blue pages that said 4.4.
It may have just been the Builders Association that lobbied for, they
little
go
bit
back and forth
smaller
for,
area.
and
Okay.
same goes with stairs. We're
Yep.
try-
that would be like lobbying for,
Well, it
lead
comes
paint.
down to, cost with building.
oh, what could go wrong?
We have a small state, we have smaller firemen, I don't know. Smaller people.
People are not getting smaller.
All the code changes add up with costs.
Yeah, sure.
So I think they try and amend certain things that are gonna be like, well, this is gonna be X amount more for a spec house.
Well, I'm ready to make a motion.
Okay, I just was thinking of one other question. Never mind.
No, I'm interested.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, in regards to BCA 26-2, I make a motion to deny the application for variance. The application requests a variance to section 310.2.1 for an undersized window that is required for egress. The code is not creating a hardship for the applicant and providing a variance for the safety for a safety requirement is outside the charter of our board.
Motion made by Tom.
So you're, in essence, you're saying you won't accept the premise of this.
I made a motion.
So his motion is to deny, so if you
Yeah.
vote in favor, it's to deny.
Yeah, I get it.
Well,
Can I have a question? You said
Wait.
hardship.
that's one of the
Well,
things
let's-
that
well, we have a
comes up.
motion. That's, before we go to discussion,
Okay.
we still have the motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion, all right, now we can have discussion.
Oh, good. I didn't know that.
The,
Well, it's my understanding. No, we don't have a written document that's our charter, but other
we have the
organizations-
building code.
Right, but then our function as a charter, as a board, you know, we're not supposed to, from what I read, we're not supposed to allow variances to technical requirements. I view that as.
Well, without a clear reason.
Well-
And the reason here sounds like it's just that the window's already installed.
Right, and then, or,
And that
if,
isn't
or
really a
in
hardship.
Westerly's write-up says, you know, if the code creates a undue hardship for the applicant.
Okay.
And like, remember we had the fellow that had all that granite wall, and the code says it has to have insulation. And he had to redo his whole foundation to comply to a code for a building that was 150 years old. You know, that was undue, and is sufficiently insulated.
Yeah, so
So in
right.
that case,
he
he
was
had a
meeting,
hardship.
he was meeting codes in a
And it
different
was kind
way.
of a technical issue, but, so that's, I made my motion.
I guess question, I think I might have asked this at the last one. Do you know when the code changed? We're in 2026 now. Wasn't it 2022 or 3 that we went to 5.7 square feet?
It was 2021.
2021, so that's 5 years ago. So this has been in the code a long time. It's not like it just changed yesterday or it changed a year ago. It's been in the code for 5 years now, the 5.7 square feet.
That's why I was asking about the dates.
Okay,
But
that was my earlier question too. I forgot it, but I remembered it.
Did you wanna-
I said 2022. I'd have to look at some back pictures to make for sure.
but
It will create a hardship. The whole idea behind the studio initially was for us to have our aging parents, which of course have passed on. And it was just a studio, and then it morphed into more than that. With the intentions that I've lived here for 43 years. And I am trying to remain in my home in South Kingstown. And I thought I'd try to get some additional income to help support me. I've supported the community. I have sent my family through school here. And this was not put in with like, ooh, I'm not going to get that passed. This was a beautiful window and a double one that made this space more open, more enjoyable. Excuse me. So after the inspection, and the inspector said, if you'd like, you can appeal it. He said, you might possibly have a chance. And that gave me some hope. And I thought, because I've been a resident, and it will create a hardship, and to rip out this window and find one and install it is going to be an expense that I can't afford. As it is now, having to pay a fair share, which is also another $3,354, and other inspection fees, it adds up. I'm just trying to live here in my home, be a good citizen, pay my property taxes.
we're
And-
the
and-
Board of Building Code Board of Appeals. We deal with the building code.
Okay,
That's
well,
what we deal with.
all righty. Well,
So
I feel very much so that I can open this window, I can remove it myself. 74 years old, I could remove it, and if someone else was in a fire, I'm sure they could. I have a fire ladder, and really, I feel just because of, well, this, no tools, or this or that, I'm really insulted. I'm sorry. I'm really very discouraged then. But you got the power. You're gonna be the ones.
Well, let's put to the vote. So, Tom, in favor
In favor
of
of the motion.
denial?
In favor of the denial.
Laura?
In favor of denial.
Ed?
In favor.
All right, so the motion carries, and that's it. Alternatively, I mean, there is another window, like, it's not specific to that one window, right? There's another window in the room.
It won't work. They're small.
And I mean, from here, your option, you could appeal to the state, the appeals board, and they can either overrule the local board, or make their own decision on it.
Okay?
Yeah, there are other windows in the space, right? That's what you're suggesting.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have to necessarily just replace those two. There is a single window around.
No, they're together. That whole window,
No, but
those
there are-
double window will have to
there's
be
other-
removed.
There are other windows in the space, though. It just has to be in that room.
Or maybe that's not.
There's
a
no other
window.
space.
These
Maybe.
these aren't windows along the other side of the wall?
There's
Those
a,
are the only space, only wall space that those windows could, a window that is required for that. Is that what you're claiming?
no, there's a,
On this wall, perpendicular to that wall, is there a window?
Are these?
There's little windows.
Those are.
These two windows are separate windows, correct?
No, they're one. That's one double mold unit.
I mean, it.
So
we-
when I have to remove those,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not easy, I understand.
just even the expense of removing it and then reframing it. And there are no other wall spaces that would accommodate that. On the other wall, there are, and again, I thought there would be pictures here, but, it's a beautiful space. It really is a beautiful studio, and it is so well made. And I'm sorry, I'm very disappointed.
This,
well, you know, I understand you're disappointed.
No, you don't.
I try, you know, but if you built this to be a bedroom, it should
I did not
adhere to the
initially
code.
build it for a bedroom, as it
So when did you want,
morphed
okay,
into
so
it.
then it became, well, you want it to be a bedroom, so
I
it needs to
put a
meet the code.
studio.
Needs, you want
And
this to be a
also, if I
bedroom.
had my in-laws there,
You want this to be a bedroom,
okay, I want it to be a bedroom.
so it needs to meet the code.
Okay, you said that.
And your
And you
builder should have known what the code requirements are and had done his job right.
I think he did. I just think that,
I don't think so.
I think he was it your builder who advised you to
I
do
was the
a,
one that saw these windows. I sent the pictures, I sent the dimensions, and everything was okay. And
Sent-
also,
sent it,
again,
sent it to who?
to myself, my builder, myself.
Oh, you
I
said,
did this
okay.
project myself with help of friends.
When it was built originally?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to come and take a look and you can see it, and for just an extra little size of a large window.
I mean, the pictures are beautiful. It is a very
I
nice
do- I
space,
do
and
not
the
believe, though,
and the
that this
but the windows
is-
don't meet the code requirement, and this could be
But
similar.
isn't that what appeals are for? Isn't that to make possibly a different judgment call?
Yes, when there's a
Especially
there's a
when there
hardship.
is actually an opening that is that size. Maybe, granted, it says, and it can't be a tilt window. But if you open up that window and remove it, it's in excess of what it's requiring.
I mean, it could
It's
also
like-
be that you replace them with two casements, and the casements would open clear out so that you have that entire openable
I
area.
probably
And
could.
and
How
that
much do you
wouldn't,
think
but
that
that
would
wouldn't
cost?
require reframing the opening. That would just require taking that unit out and putting a new unit.
No, I don't think it's that easy.
Yeah, it could be.
Excuse me. It could.
It could be, yes,
Okay.
because a
With
casement has a
another
bigger,
excuse,
clear,
or
openable area.
Another price of why I'm trying to do
But we
this.
can't bend the rules because it costs more. That isn't a
It's a
hard,
hardship. Didn't you mention
It-
hardship?
it
It's a little
isn't-
bit.
There's
That isn't-
hardship and then
that isn't in
undue
the,
hardships.
yeah, that
Okay.
isn't in.
And doing it right is not a hardship.
All righty. Well, you've made your decision. I'm sorry. Very disappointed, but I thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, so the next items, we don't have any minutes, right, Ben?
Did you get my email, Ben?
About,
The motion?
yes.
I just sent it.
That sounds confident.
Wait, from last
don't-
meeting?
No, just now.
Yeah.
Oh, I.
Well, maybe I'm not on.
Cost
Oh,
isn't
okay.
a hardship, is it?
When it comes to zoning, no, and I
No,
don't
no,
think
no.
it would be.
In building
I don't-
code?
There's an undue hardship, and then, you know, if it costs
Whatever it
$3,500, would you call that an undue hardship?
costs. No.
Are we,
No, so we just need a motion to adjourn at this point.
Oh, I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that's it.